If your nails look like this, but you want them to look like this, stick around. I'm going to show you how to achieve the look. This tutorial will be done on natural nails at home, and it's also budget friendly. Let's get started. First, we need to prep the nail. So if you have existing polish or gels on, you need to remove them. If you have gel on, like I do here, a simple scuffing of the polish to remove the shine on top is the first step. I'm using a 100 grit nail file here to do that. You'll then want to soak your nails in acetone, or you can place a cotton ball that is soaked in acetone on the nail itself, like I did. You'll let it sit for a few minutes, and the gels will start to lift and they'll kind of bubble up, and that's when you know it's ready to remove. You'll gently remove the nail polish. I'm using a cuticle pusher to gently scrape the dissolved gel off of the nail. You want to be gentle yet firm so that you don't actually damage the nail itself. This is what my nails look like after all of the polish has been removed. Next up, you're going to want to soak your nails. And if you want, you can add a little bit of soap, a few drops of your favorite oil, whatever is to your liking. I do find that adding the soap does help clean the nail and the oil helps soften the cuticle. And you'll want to do this for about 10 minutes. Next up, apply cuticle remover and let it set for a few minutes. People often want to skip this step. It may seem unnecessary, but don't skip it. A key part of achieving this look is in the prep work, and making sure that you remove all dead skin will really tidy up the cuticle line. Cuticle remover is an excellent tool to make this task that much easier. After a few minutes, you want to gently wipe away the cuticle remover. Then again, using our cuticle pusher tool, gently push the cuticles back while also applying a little bit of pressure to the edges so you're essentially scraping away any of that lingering dead skin from the top and the sides of the nail bed, really concentrating on areas that just look like they have a little bit of buildup. So again, you want to be gentle, but you also want to be firm. By removing any dead skin or buildup that's on the nail itself, you're also ensuring that when you apply the polish, it adheres really nicely and strongly and lasts for a long time. Next up, get your cuticle trimmer. Now, you don't have to completely trim every cuticle or even trim them at all, but I do find that removing any excess skin does make the nail bed look so much more tidy. And it really just gives you a nice edge. You can do this as little or as much as you like. I personally tend to focus on the areas that just need a little bit more attention. I don't trim every single cuticle, but it's totally personal preference. Then shape the nails to your liking while also ensuring you have any sort of jagged edges nicely filed down. Next up, we're applying our base coat. You can use any of your favorite base coats that you like. I tend to like one that's pretty thin and quick drying, but if you want something a little thicker, that's totally fine. Just know that it might take a little bit longer to dry. Once the base coat is complete, you're going to allow about 3 to 5 minutes for it to fully dry so that it's not tacky before applying your first coat of your colored polish. Now, when applying this first coat of your polish, my recommendation is always to focus on setting the outline, setting your edges, getting that placement where you want it to be, and not being too concerned about the coverage because you're going to be doing 2 coats, sometimes maybe even 3, because with these lighter polishes, they can be a little bit more sheer. So, we're going to see it build up and get additional opacity as we add a second coat to it. But you really do want to just focus on getting some good coverage here. And like I said, really focus on that outline where the nail and the cuticle meet because it'll serve for a really good guide when you do your second coat. Again, allow 3 to 5 minutes to fully dry in between before you get started on this second coat. And as you can see here, I'm following that same guide that I set up when I did the first coat, and you can see the opacity increasing. So it's going to become just a little bit more solid and dense, and you won't notice any sort of streaks. Now, with this particular color and brand of polish, I used 2 coats, and then I was really good with how the coverage was looking, but you can certainly Do 3 coats or however many it takes until you get that color that you're really looking to achieve. And here you can see this is my final look before I put on the top coat. I'm really satisfied with how it is shaping up. So it's on to the top coat. I will link this top coat below. It is my absolute favorite. I've been using it for years. I love it for a handful of reasons. First and foremost, because it applies really thick, but it also dries super fast. So you get sort of that gel effect look, but you don't have to wait a long time for it to actually dry. I also love that this top coat is super, super durable. It lasts for a long time. It is by far the favorite that I've ever used. Now, inevitably, you might have a few smudges or little areas where you strayed a bit outside the lines with the polish, but never fear. There's a really simple way that you can do a bit of touch-up work. All you need to do is grab one of those orange cuticle sticks, take a cotton ball, and sort of wind it around the pointed edge of it. Then you're going to dip it into acetone, and it creates this really nice, firm, precise point to be able to go around the nails and quickly clean it up. Make sure you check all sides of the nail and even underneath the nail tip itself. Just clean up all of those smudges. And that's it. You've got a classy nail look that is easy enough to achieve at home. I hope you liked this video and found it helpful. Please like and subscribe.